little more seamless than last time, but I'm really glad you are here. So I'm Lisa Pender, and I have been counseling and coaching for nearly 3 decades. I know it sounds really old, but I love interacting with people, talking to people, and helping them find solutions for whatever it is that might be going on in their life. And tonight, I really want to talk about one thing that seems to be a prevalent problem from kids all the way up to adults. And that is knowing that something has to change, but not knowing where to start. Do you constantly create a to-do list and nothing ever gets done? Or maybe you just have this nagging feeling that something's got to change, but the way to grow is just kind of this elusive thing. That is exactly what we're going to talk about today. And we are going to take that chaos and calm it down and center you so that you can figure out what exactly it is that you would like to see in your life change or some area where you might want to grow. So let's jump right into it today. One of the things that we're going to go over is it's a reset and it takes 5 days, but let's get started. So our strategies for success, I always have to give this fabulous little disclaimer, which you can see I just zipped right through. But again, this is for educational and coaching purposes only. It's not a substitute for therapy, counseling, or medical advice. So we want to make sure that if you need anything, you will definitely let us know. Okie doke. All right. I'm sorry, just trying to see. Yes. So, all about solutions. What exactly is it? Well, we take you from problems to possibilities to solutions. And that's what we want to do tonight. We really want to take a look at what it is that is going on that you would like to change or an area that you would like to see growth. A lot of the times we might associate something negative with change. So if you want to think of it as just a way to grow, that's great as well. We don't want to be stagnant. We want to be fluid. So this is your time and let's see what we can do. So again, this is all about solutions. It is a 5-day reset. This is free. It is a free workbook that you can download and you can print out whenever you want and or just work through it. I don't care if you grab a spiral notebook, read what's on your computer and jot it down in a notebook. One of the things I'm going to stress, and I push this a lot, is it's super important to write things down. There are numerous studies that talk about the brain connection with writing things down and how powerful that is and what it can do to actually make things happen in your life. All too often, I don't know about you, but I sure know about me, from the minute I wake up, there's a lot of gottas in my life. I got to make sure I do this. I got to make sure I do that. I got to go here. I got to go there. I got to pick that up. I got to drop off the library book. If it all stays in our head, we might think about it briefly, but then it tends to go away because then another gotta pops up, or then the kids are screaming, or then you get to work and 3 people have called out. So the more that you can kind of slow down and write it out, the better off you're going to be and the more successful you're going to be. So let's check out this 5-day reset. Again, it's free. There will be a QR code at the end that you can snap and you can download that when you get a minute. But I'm going to walk you through it so that you know a little bit about what's going on and it will get you to where you want to be. So day 1 is reset your mindset. This is exactly what I was just talking about. There's so much mental clutter that goes on that we need to stop and get it all out. The more it stays in your brain, just think of it like the dryer that just spins and spins and spins and spins. That's kind of what our brain does when we have all of this information up there and we need to get it back out. So that's where this mental declutter page comes in. Again, if you just have a spiral notebook, I don't care if it's a blank sheet of paper, just start writing things down. The more you can get them out of your head and onto the paper, the better you're going to do at being able to organize your thoughts. And then that takes us to the next part. If you look over here, it talks about the top 3 things that you need to do. Once everything is out of your mind and on this mental declutter page or a blank sheet, Then you're able to figure out what comes next. And that would be taking like the three top things. Or it could be, what three things could I get done today? I actually did this morning because I have a lot going on. There's a trip coming up, etc. So I took a minute to put everything down so that I could make sure I was getting everything done. I picked my top three things, which that was to take care of something on my car, to get something dropped off, and to actually pick something up. So everything was right there. And that way I could make sure that it would actually get done. If it stays in my head, again, too many distractions and you're not able to move forward. So that is day one. It's slowing down so that you can reset your mindset. Now, day two is resetting your energy. I like to look at this as you can, it's either like a bank where you get deposits and you make withdrawals, or you can look at it also like batteries. Like, what energizes me? What charges me? Or what also depletes me? What's draining me? Just like our cell phone needs to be plugged in every day, so do we. Are you plugging in? Or instead, are you just drained? I don't know about you, but for many, many, many years, I was just drained. I was a single mom. I was raising two kids, and it was just tough. So I had to practice what I'm preaching to you now and figure out ways that every day that I could reset my energy. But for this, you're going to need to take a look at what is energizing you, like what gives to you, what gives you kind of that that lift in your spirit. And then also what's draining you, what's taking a lot out of you. And it's good to, again, to write those things down, because then you can get a better picture of what you need to tweak so that you can see growth in any area of your life. So that's going to move you to day three. And this is where we're going to reset those habits. You're going to start with one small thing, not 10, because you want to get in shape. One small thing. Now, that's usually tough. I work a lot with teachers, and when I walk in, it's typically to work with students that might be having some behavioral struggles. And I would have to ask them, okay, what's one thing you want to change? And typically they would laugh because they had 10 things that they wanted to change in the student. But we had to start somewhere. So you want to start in one small thing. So what's one area that you feel might be taking most of your energy that you might need to alter? Is it your morning madness? Is there too much going on in the morning? Do you not have time to even breathe, you feel? So do you need to look at your schedule? It could be something as simple as a 5-minute detox meditation off YouTube. Really, really look at what's one small thing. So first off, what's your problem? And then what's one small thing that you can do to help alleviate that problem? Or where is it that you want to grow? And what's one thing you can do to grow every day? So that might be, if I knew that I wanted a promotion at work, but I needed to work on a certificate or something along those lines. Every day I want to do one small thing. So it might be 15 minutes on that, working towards that certificate, or it could be time spent watching a podcast about somebody talking about the field that I want to go into. Again, one small thing, that's what we want to move towards. So then we look at day 4, and that's resetting your direction. This again is taking all that we've talked about and we're kind of funneling it down. So you're going to get really specific with what I want to happen. So often we get into the habit of telling everybody what's wrong. My kids are driving me crazy. My boss won't stop giving me extra work. I never have 5 minutes for myself. I feel like I keep gaining weight. My back is killing me. All these problems are just that, problems. So now we need to look more for solutions, but we also need to look for what it is that we want. So that's the first thing, is what do I want to happen? What exactly do you want to either change or grow in your life? And again, it can be basics. I need to get a handle on my finances. I feel like I need to start working out more. I need to work on my mobility. I need to get organized. Whatever it might be, the more specific you are in that first step, the better it is, because then we know exactly what it is you want to work on. And then what does it mean to me? So you have to ask yourself, why is this even important? A lot of the times we can say, I want to get organized because it'll help me relax. I want to get organized because it'll save time. I want to organize my morning flow so that I'm not grumpy when I get to work. So again, what does it mean to you to get this thing going? And then last, what are 3 steps to make it happen? Again, write those things down, because when you are able to name those steps, you're more likely to follow through. So write it down, put it on your fridge. I used to always write with expo markers on my kid's mirror for reminders. So you might want to do that. Put it on your bathroom mirror, the 3 steps, just to make sure that you're keeping it in the forefront of your mind and it's not getting bogged down with all the gotta's and all the things that you need to do in life. And then day 5, you made it. Congratulations. Great job. But this is a day that you need to reset your own confidence. I don't know about you, but growing up, I loved it if my teacher noticed that I did something, or maybe my coach or my parents or friends, and they would give me that atta girl or good job. So you want to pay attention to any strengths that you have and things that you've gotten done, because even though we loved it as kids, I don't know where it falls off as adults. And I'm not saying I need validation for every single thing, but I need to learn to be proud of myself. I don't need to look externally. I can be internally proud of the fact that my 3 things to get done today were done. Or when I said I was going to wake up and walk a mile this morning, I did. So we need to make sure that our confidence is there. So we might need to reset it, which is great. It's always taking inventory of the things we're doing well and taking a moment to be appreciative of that. Because again, that problem talk is just going to lead to more problems. We need to make sure we're acknowledging those problems, but we're moving forward. And confidence is definitely going to lead you forward. So if you take a look at everything, you'll see there's 2 QR codes. This one right here is the 5-day reset. That's everything that we just went through and a little bit more. It will talk you through the steps. It might give you some examples. If you download it, you can write right in it. If you don't feel like downloading it, again, grab some paper and just you can make your own. But it is free. It's not even, you don't even need to sign up for a mailing list. It's legit free. The other QR code is for a 15-minute encouragement call. It'll take you directly to my website, which will lead you to that encouragement call, and you can sign up for that, and we can figure out what time works best for you and what day. The bottom line is this: you saw this for a reason. So let's take some steps forward and get you where you'd like to be. Take all the clutter, let's put it through that funnel and get you centered with a 5-day reset. Because remember, that's what we're here for. We're all about solutions, because solutions start here. Thanks so much. Thanks again to Megan and Cheryl for being here. I love it, but I get to use these videos in the future, so it's all good. And hopefully this is going to generate more and more talk and discussion and get some more subscribers. Oh, and look at that. Why, thank you, Teacher Talk with John. Yes, well, good. Thank you, but you got to go back to church. But thank you. So again, I appreciate everybody. I appreciate the time. Scan those things and let's keep this ball rolling.